Hey guys, being fearful can be physically dangerous. It can cause you bodily harm. How's that for a headline? I want to show you guys something. Caution. Dog owners. This is in my condo. This is the sign that's up. Rosco was just attacked by two dogs from 400 Britannia Road. One broke its leg and the other was free. Very scary. No injuries, thankfully. Okay. Rosco got attacked before. He got attacked 3 times before. Rosco is the most fearful dog I've seen, understandably so. I'm going to paint a pretty crazy picture here, so hang on tight. We're going to go to the boardroom because I don't want anyone hearing this. Rosco goes out with her owner. It's his, I guess Rosco's a male. I always thought it was a female. I don't know why I would say that, because most of the females I know are pretty damn fearless, actually. It's true. It's a lot of males that are more fearful in my world. Fearful to take action. So that's a whole other topic. I'm going to talk about Rosco here because it's out of Rosco's control. Rosco got attacked. Well, one time I remember a pit bull tore the chunk out of his leg. He's got the scar to prove it. And now the owner's fearful as well. So they go out, and not only does Rosco continue to get attacked, but he continues to get attacked frequently. The owner goes out with a weapon. The owner goes out with a weapon. It's not a gun, but it's a spear, understandably so once again. Now, why is Rosco getting attacked more often and quite frequently when other dogs in this condo are not? They're taking the same walks. Has nothing to do with the path they take. I'll tell you that right now. Do you think they're going to walk down the same path or the same direction? Obviously, well, I talked to the owner. The owner said, we're taking a whole different way, but it's like Rosco magnetizes to be attacked. And he, in fact, does. There's little chihuahuas in here. There's, who is it? Chico and little Chico. Little Chico. I'll show you guys Chico one day. The fearless little dog. He's like a little honey badger. Nobody attacks Chico. The little thing is the size of the palm of my hand. It's a fear thing. Now, dogs, once attacked, I'm sure they can't control that. They're not like adaptation machines like human beings are. They can't use their brains the same way we can. But I'll tell you something. We will attract more harm on ourselves the more fearful we are. I'm going to give you guys an example. I really will. When I used to run with the bad crowd, I used to be a distributor of questionable product, okay? Let's call it flour. Hint, hint, okay? In that world, it was pretty damn rough. I was a pushover. I was extremely fearful. I've had a gun to the back of my head. I've been in that world for a temporary amount of time, thank God. It led me to incarceration, and from there I cleaned up things. I got straightened up pretty darn quick after that. Had my slips and all that stuff, but overall that was that's kind of like a defining moment I don't really talk about in my story, but I think it's very important here because every time little Rosco goes out, he's attracting the attacks by being fearful, just like we are. Because when I was a pushover in that world, I paid the price. I got slapped around pretty bad, pretty darn bad. But then when I stood up for myself, I got slapped upside the head pretty good one time. After that, I got my respect. It was crazy. Whoa, are we out of battery? I hope not. I'm going to close it up quick. So when I went to jail, the first day I showed up there, I made it a point, even though it was one of the most fearful experiences, holy crap. And I went to like a pretty mellow yellow jail. I went to Valtitro in Hull. So no maximum security, but nevertheless, I got 42 prisoners that don't know who I am. And there's some interesting stuff happening in there. I'll leave that with that. It's not a fun place, especially on day one when you've never been in a place like that and you know you got to be there for a little while and you're all alone. I made a decision. I'm a pretty big guy. Nobody knows me. Nobody knows me. I'm a pretty big guy. I had two choices. I can either show my real emotions, which were, pardon my French, which were scared shitless, or I could be fearless. I could take the hit. Let's go. I did it like in the Hollywood movies. I'm not even kidding you. I went in like a bandit. I went in rough, tough, completely opposite to who I am. And instantly, boom, I got respect. It was unbelievable. I had to get a little physical, but was it worth the price? Absolutely. So the lesson here is, even if you're going to feel the fear in whatever you do. And the more fearful you are, the more of that you will attract. And you're going to get caught in a slippery slope of being afraid to get on the phone. The simplest things. So face your fear, bust it through as uncomfortable as it is, and as cliche as this sounds. By being fearful, you will attract more fear. So bust out of it. Let's leave you with this quote. Feel the fear, but do it anyways. Love you all. Marc Lalonde signing off. I will see you all on social media. Thank you for watching or listening. I hope this content has helped you in any way, maybe motivated, inspired you. Maybe it's triggered an idea. Maybe it's gotten you out of a rut. Maybe it's simply entertained you. Listen, I'm just an ex-computer consultant guy who lost his way to drugs and alcohol and eventually became homeless. From rock bottom, I cleaned up, I clawed my way back into the workforce. I shifted into running my own business. I've been retired from the corporate world for 7 years now, and I've never looked back. If you want to follow me on my journey or maybe even connect further, you can either go to my blog at thewealthytrainer.com. That's thewealthytrainer.com, or you can click the link in the description if you're watching this video. Marc Lalonde signing off, and I'll see you on the inside. Bye-bye now.